Woo! So guys, if you weren't already excited for this year's Gamescom 2021, which is due to officially kick off on Wednesday, August 25th, hosted by Jeff Keighley himself with a 2-hour opening showcase, then maybe I can give you a bit of news that will get you excited for the upcoming event. As today, Deep Silver has confirmed that yes, in fact, they are actually making another Saints Row game. And not only that, but their game will actually be a reboot. That's right guys, a reboot. Not a remaster or a remake of a previous game in the franchise, but an actual reboot, which in itself brings its own set of questions, right? But anyway, the announcement came by way of Twitter, by way of Jeff Keighley himself, which will strongly suggest that yes, we will in fact get to see some sort of news or maybe even a teaser trailer about the game on Wednesday when Gamescom kicks off with that opening 2-hour event, guys. But anyway, I have got a report here from PC Gamer who is reporting in this news, so I invite you along to come down this incredibly exciting rabbit hole and let's see if we can get any answers to the questions that we have in regards to this announcement, right guys? So get excited, get hyped, let's get into it. Roll it. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. As always, it's your boy Curtis Williams. This is W.I.H.T.S, what I have to say. Humbled to have you guys and me once again. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, W.I.H.T.S Gaming. Yes guys, Deep Silver has confirmed officially now that they are working on another Saints Row game, but also it will be a reboot. Now I know already that's going to kick off a lot of argument, probably already has, on Twitter in regards to where they should go with this game, because I know there's a lot of people that defends the sort of Saints Row of old. I'm talking about Saints Row 1 and 2 when it still retained a lot of that serious, grounded nature in terms of its storytelling and its campaigns. And there's a lot of people that defend what Saints Row has ultimately become famous for. Its silliness, right? Its over-the-top nature, its larger-than-life characters. I hope they sort of manage a way to work in the middle, somewhere in between, to cater to both camps. And I think if they look back to Saints Row the 3rd, which was remastered very recently, and I don't think that was a coincidence, I think Deep Silver did that to sort of test the waters to see if gamers are still hungry for another Saints Row title. And the success of that, I think, has proven to Deep Silver that yes, people, gamers out there definitely want another Saints Row game, and it's still a franchise that's still alive in many people's hearts and minds now. And I think Saints Row the 3rd still meant, out of all the others, was the one that sort of captured, not perfectly, but captured in some essence, the best of both worlds, right? It still had some seriousness to it. It didn't fully go into the realm of insanity and bonkers and craziness, right, as it did with Saints Row 4 later on, but it still retained a little bit of what came before it, right, in its predecessors with Saints Row 1 and 2, but it embraced the humor and the silliness that set it apart from other open world games. I'm mainly talking about GTA, which Saints Row was heavily compared to. Me myself, when I played Saints Row 1, I enjoyed it because I love GTA, and I had here's another sort of open world game, and so hey, I thought I'd give it a try, and I enjoyed it for the most part. I enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed the world, but you know, it still had this sort of cartoony sort of look to it, right, which in itself set it apart from GTA. But in many other ways, it was a GTA clone. Here comes Saints Row 2 again, trying to do the similar thing, and at that point, I even myself start asking, okay, I enjoy the gunplay, but GTA does it better. I enjoy the characters, GTA does it better. I enjoy the driving, GTA does it better. You can see the sort of trend that I'm going on here, and I wasn't the only one. A lot of other people were saying the same thing. So you can imagine, from a developer standpoint, this is your baby, you're an artist, and you've created something, but everybody keeps comparing it to somebody else's work and saying that they do it better. So consciously, Deep Silver made a conscious decision to sort of change up, right? Go their own direction, carve their own space in the open world genre by interjecting this humor and this over-the-top, larger-than-life characters and world and insanity and just bonkersness, right? And when I played Saints Row the 3rd and I saw that they've done that, that's when in my mind I was able to sort of separate the two. So I now started to find a love for Saints Row by also loving GTA for what they individually done in the space. And so if DC was to go ahead with another Saints Row game and it's going to be a reboot, I strongly suggest that they find a way to sort of find that middle ground, because Even right now, when I saw the announcement, a lot of people in the feed were asking for them to return to Saints Row 1 and 2, mainly Saints Row 2. And a lot of people were also arguing the opposite, saying no, they love what Saints Row has become and they don't want it to go back because it's, again, going to be compared to Grand Theft Auto and it will never be able to survive in that space because Grand Theft Auto, or should I say Rockstar, are masters of their craft in that space, right? They do it so well. Even other open world games up to today can't really stand up to the level of class and the level of detail that Rockstar put in their open world game. So to set it apart, you have to do something unique, and I think with Saints Row they found that niche, right? They found their space. So if they can tread that line between the two, I think it will serve them best. But anyway guys, as I said, I have a report here from PC Gamer who are reporting on this news, so let's get into it and see if we can get any insight into what Deep Silver will be doing here. So guys, you can see here already, it says GTA's drunk cousin returns. I love that analogy. GTA's drunk cousin returns. Saint Row is being rebooted. The third Street Saints are back in a whole new game. It says here, the Saints Row reboot is being teased by publisher Deep Silver and has more or less been confirmed by Jeff Keighley, who's hosting Gamescom's opening live stream next week. The Saints Row official website has been updated with a large image of a brick wall reading Rebooting. Now, Keighley tweeted Friday that the Gamescom opening night live presentation will be bossing it with announcement. Bossing it, you know. A reference to Saints Row's player character. Now, here's a tweet from Jeff Keighley himself. It says, 5 days until at Gamescom, hashtag opening night live on Wednesday. We are bossing it with our announcements this year. A clear reference to obviously Saints Row and the character that was suggested. See you live Wednesday at 11 a.m. PT, 2 p.m. ET, and 7 p.m. BST, British Standard Time, and 8 p.m. CST. It took me a minute to figure out what CST was, but apparently it stands for Central European Standard Time. Anyway, so this is the tweet that was put out. This is the war that they were referring to with the graffiti rebooting here. Obviously, I mean, it says it all right. You can't deny that that's definitely a reference to Saint Row. Anyway, let's go on, guys. It says here, the Saints Row Twitter account confirmed that the reboot will be a whole new game and not a remaster or a remake. That's about it for now for new details, but we'll learn more at Gamescom, which kicks off on August 25th. So here, this has been confirmed. We will definitely see him at Gamescom, which probably wasn't in doubt really, especially Jeff Keighley is the one that tweeted out. It's been 6 years. Has it been 6 years? Wow, 6 years since we last saw the third Street Saints in Saints Row 4 Get Out of Hell, which was in itself an epilogue expansion of 2013 Saints Row 4. Developer Volition let slip in a 2019 financial report that the studio was working on a new Saints Row game, but didn't share any details then. So yeah, that's right. In 2019, we heard whispers that there is another Saints Row game in development. Now, back then, no one really took it seriously because we always hear these quick, rumors and little words from these developers. But sometimes, somewhere down the line, these things fall apart until it gets actually confirmed and we hear actual confirmation that yes, this thing is in development and we are making it, and this is what the title is and things like that. It's very hard to ascertain whether these things will actually come to any sort of fruition, right? If these things will become real. But thankfully, we have the confirmation here and we will be seeing it at Gamescom in some way or another. So anyway, it's been confirmed. Now, speaking of Gamescom, we are expecting to get another glimpse at Dying Light 2. Here's the blah, blah, blah. So anyway, guys, there it is. Gamescom is coming. So I say Saints Row is coming to Gamescom with this reboot. Hopefully we'll get a trailer. That's what I really want to see, some sort of trailer and not a CGI trailer. Let's give us a little, even if it's in engine, right? Something in engine to showcase what this thing will look like when we actually get to play it. I know it could be early in development. They kicked it off in 2019 saying this thing was coming. So hopefully it's been in cooking for some time, so we could get to see actual gameplay. But let's keep our fingers crossed on that, guys. But anyway, I'm excited about this. A new Saints Row. As I said, it comes with so many questions. Where would they kick off from? Would it be fresh? Would it be attached to the previous games in any way? Or would it just be fresh, new characters, new city? Or would they just reboot what's come before, right? Just retell it in some new, fresh way. Who knows, guys? Either way, as I said already, I hope they manage to sort of bringing some of the seriousness back, right? Because it's all well and good with the crazy weapons and the larger than life characters, and I have fun with it. But playing Saints Row 4, a lot of times I got to a point where I was like, I wish they took this section here a little bit more serious, just so I can have some sort of emotional connection to what's going on, right? And a connection to the characters, connection to the story that's been told. Because when it's all silly and it's all done in jest and in tongue-in-cheek and that, it's hard to sort of form any sort of real connection to it, have any sort of, gravitas or any sort of emotional outcome to the proceedings, because it's just going to be fun and jokes and nothing's really been taken seriously. So if the game's not taking it seriously, why should you, right? Why should you be invested on that level? So I play it and I have fun with it. I see it as like a fun, crazy ride that I'm on, and it's just pure insanity. By the end of it, I had a good time and I don't really think about it again. But when I play certain campaigns in like GTA, when it touches on certain themes and certain hits certain ground levels, with some heavy themes, some heavy material, serious material, it sticks with you and you build that connection with the story that's unfolding, and you're invested on that level. And it's not just a fun time and then that's it, you finish and the ride is over, like you were just in some sort of theme park and you just jumped off the ride and that's it, move on with your day. But if you're actually invested in this story, the characters and what's unfolding, it just brings a whole new dimension to it, right? It just makes, it just makes the whole experience that much more deeper and involved. Like, not to take away from anything they did with Saints Row 4 and even Saints Row 3 in some levels, but I just hope they just find a way to make it serious, even if they have to like create crazy over the top characters and create some serious characters, so that if they want that humor to come in, they can do that by way of these characters that they create, right? Those characters can be crazy and insane and bring that humor in, but at the same time the world that's surrounding it and some of the characters are still a bit serious, and there's still some sort of consequence, some serious consequence involved, and we're more invested on an emotional level and things like that, right? Hey, I'm not a developer, I don't know how easy they can do that, if they can find a way to do that. Look, and also I hope they retain like the weapons, right? Because that's what has also become a staple of the franchise. It's like the weapons, they're crazy, again, over the top weapons that you would never really encounter in any other game or even in real life even, you know what I mean? And so that again sets it apart from GTA. GTA is very grounded in that way, right? It's real world weapons, even though they try and change it a little so it doesn't really represent anything but still it is based on real world stuff. So in that way it's very grounded, right? But Saints Row has taken another direction and made it more fictional, made it fantasy even, you know what I mean? So it's very fun and vibrant and alive and different. But still, when it comes to the story, I want to be invested this time around. I want to feel connected to the characters. I want there to be some sort of consequence. That I can get shocked, I can be a bit worried, I can be emotionally scared, I don't know, drama, anything, you know what I mean? You understand, maybe I'm not really articulating myself really well in that area, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. I just want there to be something more serious involved in the game that I can really get, can bite into and chew on. But at the same time, I want them to retain that humor, because that's what I love about the franchise as well, right? So it's the best of both worlds, and hopefully they can manage that. But anyway, guys, comment down below, what are you hoping from this game, and what are you hoping to see at Gamescom as well? Do you want a trailer, or do you think we'll just get the developers sort of talking about it as they do sometimes in those little developer videos that they put together, right, where we see behind the scenes in the studio, which EA usually love to do quite a lot. But I'm hoping for a trailer, and more importantly, some sort of gameplay trailer would be best. But even if it's in engine, I would take that, guys. But anyway, comment down below and let's discuss, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. You know what to do, go back and check out my old stuff, like, share and subscribe. Please subscribe for watching, guys. It really does help out the channel. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and if you feel inclined to, and press that bell if you want to be notified when my next videos drop. Thank you so much, guys. What do I always say? Go and be nice to someone out there. Alright, guys, doesn't cost you anything, and let's change the world one day at a time. Everyone keep gaming. See you next time round. That's what I have to say in the man. See you next time. Take care. Bye now.